Manny said, "We are not waiting no more. Where are you at? Where are you at?" Here we go. We are here on a Monday evening from Bank of America Stadium, and it is currently 5:07 Eastern Time. I will wait for a few people to get in here, and then we will get going. Zoom in a little bit for you. My dog may bark, but hopefully he doesn't bark. Well, yeah, he's barking. All right, so once we get a few people in here, then we will get going. Boomer, no barking. Okay, here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is the RZB Sports. As you see on the football, reporting live outside of Bank of America Stadium ahead of the Monday Night Football game featuring the San Francisco 49ers and your own Carolina Panthers. Today, the RZB Sports brings you the pregame report. The Carolina Panthers hold a 13-9 all-time record against the San Francisco 49ers. They look to get win number 14 in this all-time matchup. They are holding a 7-4 overall record when playing in the Bay Area, which is a winning record that Carolina Panther fans love to see. This is going to be an intense Monday Night Football matchup. Let me go ahead and take the glasses off because I just feel weird with them on. And all the cameras are out tonight. Everybody will be watching this game. It is the only NFL game on tonight. The Carolina Panthers are playing for first place, and the 49ers are playing to stay in the race for their division with the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The 49ers are currently in the playoff pictures as the number 7th seed, and the Carolina Panthers have a chance tonight to become the number 4 seed if they win against the 49ers. Now let's get into some things to know. First, starting off with the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. Man, I'm so happy to be here at Bank of America Stadium. Last weekend I was sick. It was the flu game, but here I'm back. The 49ers have won the previous 2 meetings between the matchup versus the Carolina Panthers. Last time was here in 2022 when they won at Bank of America Stadium. And then Christian McCaffrey, this is his first game against the Carolina Panthers since being traded to the 49ers in the 22 season. And my dog is going crazy. I cannot focus. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey, first game against the San Francisco 49ers for the first time since being traded to the team in 2022. He is currently, for the Carolina Panthers, 5th in scrimmage yards with 7,272 yards. And then he is 5th in touchdowns with 50 touchdowns for the Carolina Panthers all-time franchise record. Now, some things to know for the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers are looking for their 4th consecutive road victory. At the beginning of the season, they started off slow on the road, especially losing in Jacksonville. And then we all know things started to heat up when they got the road victory in Green Bay, and it's been on fire ever since. So the Carolina Panthers look to get their 4th consecutive win on the road of the season. They also had their first Monday Night Football game back in 1997 here at Bank of America Stadium against the San Francisco 49ers, where unfortunately they lost that game 34-21. But that is some history for you to know. It came on the exact day of 9/29/1997, first Monday Night Football game in club history versus the 49ers, the team that they played tonight. So hopefully some of the players know about that and get some juice from it. Now, fun facts to know for the Carolina Panthers starting out. They are 6-0 when they win the coin toss. 6-0 on the season when they win the coin toss. Currently holding a 6-5 overall record. Bryce Young has 10 career game-winning drives. 10 career game-winning drives, pretty solid out of his, overall 10 game-winning drives this season. I believe he has 3 of them, so it's pretty nice to see. He's tied 3rd most out of all quarterbacks before turning 25 in the NFL history. third most career game-winning drives before turning 25 as a quarterback in NFL history. Sorry if I'm getting a little sidetracked. My dog keeps barking. He's being a bad boy. Boomer, come here. Come here. Why are you being bad? Sorry about that. I brought my dog with me. I want to get him out of the house, but maybe it's not a good idea because I'm losing focus on bringing the pregame report for the Carolina Panthers versus the 49ers, but let me lock in here. All right, now we get into the stats first for the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers have scored 26 points in the 2-minute drill this season. That is the third most in the NFL. Third most, 26 points when running the 2-minute drill. Purdy is 67 for 99, 67.7 completion rating for 786 yards and 7 touchdowns with a 98.3 QB rating. That's pretty solid. There's been a rotation between Mac Jones and Brock Purdy this season, knowing that Brock Purdy has been dealing with some injuries, and when Mac Jones' name was called, he did his job. He did his job. So we love it. We love it. But Christian McCaffrey, former Carolina Panther, like I said, 707 rushing yards, 3.7 average per carry, 6 rushing touchdowns, along with 74 receptions for 732 yards, 9.9 average, and 5 receiving touchdowns. So it seems like Christian McCaffrey is going for that 1,000 rushing and 1,000 receiving. He done it here in Carolina. I believe he could do it for the 49ers. The man can play both as a wide receiver and running back. He proves it every single time. And his average, 9.9, when catching the ball and running, is an outstanding stat for C-Mac. So that's pretty good. Now let me read some of the comments. Love the coin toss stat. Nice. Yeah, the coin toss, 6-0 when winning the coin toss. Score prediction. I believe the Carolina Panthers will get a win, 27-23 here on Monday Night Football. And it's going to be good. All the cameras are out, so it's good knowing that the Carolina Panthers, if they get the win, they can be tied for first place. That hasn't happened since January 3rd of 2016. So, yeah, that would be pretty special. Now, for the stats for the Carolina Panthers. Hello, Angel Rivera. T-Mac, rookie for this team. He's leading the wide receiver room for the Carolina Panthers. 54 receptions, 748 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He leads all rookie wide receivers in receiving and receptions, and he's tied second for touchdowns. I believe the rookie wide receiver for the Buccaneers is beating him by 1 or 2 touchdowns. But T-Mac has tonight to get, 2 touchdowns for the team, right? But regardless, leading the NFL in rookies for receptions and receiving is pretty nice. Tied second for touchdowns is also pretty nice as a rookie. He's in the race for Rookie of the Year. We'll talk about Derrick Brown. 33 tackles, 3 sacks, 5 passes defended as a defensive tackle. Derrick Brown, I mean, that is very special. 5 passes defended as a defensive tackle inside of the box. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Hello, Elias. Boomer always being good. Boomer is not good. Boomer is not good. Hi, Nevy Brody. Hello, hello. All right, and now we move on to Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle, when his name was called at the beginning of the year, starting out as the second running back on this team behind Chuba Hubbard, he has stepped up. He has done his job. Let's talk about his stats. Rico Dowdle, 4th in rushing, 833 yards, 5 yards per carry, and he has 1,030 all scrimmage yards. It's pretty good for the man that wasn't even as the starting running back for this season. He wasn't even listed as number 1. He was listed as number 2, but he won the job, and he's number 1 now. Chuba Hubbard is still good. We cannot act like Chuba Hubbard, is not doing anything for the Carolina Panthers. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the love. And, yeah, so those are the stats for the Carolina Panthers and the 49ers that really stood out to me that I wanted to share with y'all. Now we move on to 5 things the Carolina Panthers must do and the 49ers must do to get a win. Starting out, do you want me to start out with the 49ers or the Carolina Panthers? What do y'all want to hear? Y'all want to know the 5 things for the Carolina Panthers, or do y'all want to know the 5 things for the 49ers first? I think it's good to start off with the 49ers. I know they're not the visiting team tonight, and they're the home team. Okay, you want me to start off with the 49ers? Let's do it. Okay, so 5 things for the San Francisco 49ers. They must stop the run game. Dave Canales always emphasized get the run game going, be effective in the run game. They have a killer backfield, Etienne, Hubbard, Rico. 49ers must stop the run game without Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, 2 all-time pros on this team. And so number 1, stop the run. They must be efficient in the red zone. Efficient in the red zone. When they get in the red zone, they must put 7 up and not 3. Also, their kicker, Eddie Pinheiro, is out. Eddie Pinheiro played at this stadium right behind me last season as the Carolina Panthers kicker, a.k.a. Florida Gators alumni. He is out tonight with an injury, so they have brought in another kicker to replace him. They must put 7 on the board. I have a question. Go ahead and ask your question. Thirdly, get contribution from wide receivers. Their wide receiver game has to be effective. They're struggling. They really don't have a wide receiver core, if you really want me to be honest. Go ahead and ask your question. Brandon Ayuk is out. They have Alex Pearsall, also Florida Gator alumni. I love my Florida Gator players. But Alex, I'm against you tonight. Protect the football coming in at number 4 for the 49ers. Protect the football. Lastly, control the line of scrimmage. Control the line of scrimmage for the 49ers. Now moving on to the Carolina Panthers. I will answer your question as soon as I'm done giving the top 5 things to know for the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers must control the run game against Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, he's juiced up. He's ready to go against his former team. He's ready to go against the team that drafted him. He's ready to go against the team that traded him for some draft picks and more. C-Mac is ready. C-Mac is healthy. C-Mac is effective every single Sunday, but tonight is Monday. But regardless, he's ready for every NFL game. So control the run game against Christian McCaffrey. My dog's about to bark because another dog's coming by, so avoid my dog. And then the Panthers must also capitalize on their run game. Like Dave Canales said, they must capitalize on the run game every single game. Dave Canales is really big, like I said, when it comes to the run game of getting Rico started and Chuba started. So it has really helped out Bryce Young this year. So it's very important to get the running game going early on and continuously throughout Monday Night Football. Ensure Bryce to move the ball through the air. We talked about last week. Bryce Young, 448 passing yards against an NFC South divisional opponent, not rivalry, divisional opponent, the Atlanta Falcons, 448 yards, broke Cam Newton's record throughout the air. Bryce Young must continue that tonight. He got it through the air when a lot of people were questioning his ability to pass the ball. Only had one previous game of over 200 yards before going and passing over 400 yards against the Atlanta Falcons. Fourthly, they must have a strong offensive performance. Bounce back. In Atlanta, they were not too good. I'm being honest. The offensive line really was not good in Atlanta, really was not good against the New Orleans Saints. Yes, Bryce Young had 448 passing yards against the Falcons. Yes, Bryce Young was effective throughout the air, but the offensive line still did not play a good game. No Cade Mays tonight for the Carolina Panthers. I believe Corbett will be in his spot playing tonight. When Cade Mays is at center, Bryce Young has a positive winning record. When it's another center playing the position, he has a losing record. So the offensive line must do their job tonight. They must do their job. I don't care if there's no Nick Bosa. I don't care if there's no Fred Warner. This 49ers defensive line is no joke. And then lastly, the D-line, strong performance tonight. Matter of fact, let's change that over to linebackers. Must show out tonight for the Carolina Panthers. The linebacker core must show out tonight against the San Francisco 49ers. 2 starters out of the game. Christian, how you say his last name? I know how to say it. Christian Roseboom. Yeah, I was thinking Broseboom. I don't know why. Christian Roseboom out tonight. Trevin Wallace out tonight. Linebacker core has to step up, has to remain effective. Trevin Gibson, former 49ers. He is on this Carolina Panthers team. He is playing for the Panthers tonight. He is ready to face his former team. He has already been interviewed on what this matchup means to him. He kept it simple. He kept it short. He said it's just like any other football game. Okay, the cameras are out. Just like any other football game. Trevin Gibson is ready to go to work tonight against his former team, the San Francisco 49ers. Lastly, we will move into the injury report for the Carolina Panthers and for the San Francisco 49ers. Starting off with the 49ers, obviously Fred Warner out for the season, I believe. Nick Bosa out for the season. We talk about Eddie Pinheiro, former Gator alumni, Florida Gator alumni, former Carolina Panther. He is out tonight. Their starting kicker who was brought in early on for the 49ers this season. And then Tatum Bethune is also out as well. For the Carolina Panthers, like I already said, Cade Mays is out. Christian Roseboom out. And Trevin Wallace out. David Moore is still battling an injury. I don't know where he stands at. I know he hasn't been on the injury report, but I believe that's because he's on IR. I don't know the whole deal with David Moore. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know that is the pregame report for the Carolina Panthers versus the San Francisco 49ers. I'm so sorry if I sounded a little off. I'm so sorry if I sounded a little distracted. I have my dog with me. I know now not to bring my dog with me for any more pregame reports. Thank you all for tuning in to the RZB pregame report for Monday Night Football between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. C-Mac going up against his former team. Trevin Gibson going up against his former team. The RZB Sports is always out here giving the pregame report and the postgame report for your Carolina Panthers. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the support. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, until next time, out.